Yes, now it is showing meeting is now streaming live on YouTube.
Very nice. Okay, we'll get started. Perfect. Just quick audio. Okay. Yes, finally, that's okay, everyone. Starting with a prayer, we will try to bring our mind to the moment and to the practice. From now on, let us forget about the whole world and focus on our body, mind, and soul. So remove all your distraction. Remove your phone or gadget. If it is around, you can silence them, put it away. We'll begin with a prayer. Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Gurave Namaha. Acharyam Vijaniyam Navamanyeta Karichata Namartya Buddhya Suyeta Sarvadeva Mayo Guru. With the prayer, we bring gratitude towards our teachers, guru, who pass on this knowledge of health and wellness for us, and the knowledge of spirituality, how to be in life. Now we will begin with 3 Om chanting to unite all of our energy, to find that connection with all in one inclusively. Take a deep breath in. Set your intention, bring your attention. For dear devotees, you can chant any divine name, any mantra. Mantra are usually mostly the divine name. So for us, Prem Yoga, inhale, Radhe, exhale, Sham. You can bring any related mantra in your mind as well. Now start with full yogic breathing. So proper breathing, check your breathing as you inhale, stomach, lungs expanding to full capacity. As you exhale, your lungs and your stomach contracting, letting all the air out, making complete recycle. A few long deep breathing, full yogic breathing, long inhale and long exhale. And maintain this breathing throughout the whole practice as much as possible, even if you're in challenging asana. Now let's start with our gentle warm-up to wake up the joints and also to practice mindfulness. So bring your chin down, Griva Chakrasana. Inhale, very slowly start rotating your neck from your right side. Inhale, half circle. And your long exhale, cover the half circle. Now do this with your own breathing rhythm, 3 rounds from each side. You can do this with your eyes closed. Complete attention in your sensation and the moment and the practice. So that yoga is not rushing, but to slow down and look at all the essential feeling, sensation, awareness. Once you complete your neck rotation from both directions, you can start your shoulder skanda sanchalan. Take your own time. So your shoulder rotation, big rotation, 3 rounds from each side as well. And match with your breathing in your own rhythm. Take your own time to complete. No rush. And after shoulder, if you've been sitting in Sukhasana, we always use one side as our dominant. Switch it up the way you're sitting for your balance of the hip. And place your hands on the knee. Kati Chakrasana, now waist rotation. So exhale forward. Inhale, start rotating from your right side all the way again. Half circle inhalation, half circle exhalation. Like a moving meditation, you're mindfully connecting, synchronizing with your breathing and your movement. And going towards full extension of your body, which your joints are waiting for, that circulation. So feel your spine, feel your hip, 3 rounds from each side. Recognize all those good stretching sensations and see if you can expand them a little more, just right, not too much, between too much and not enough. Always giving your best. And take your time. Once you complete, now you can come to Majariyasana as we begin this routine. So now from Majariyasana, inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, round the back, chin to your chest. Draw your navel in. You're allowed to press your palms and the top of your foot to the floor to make it more effort for stretch. And inhale, opposite direction. So you're lengthening the spine. Chin goes up. Feel the good stretch on your jaw, throat. And exhale, round the back. Chin to your chest and navel goes in. Arms straight. And inhale the other way around. So this is also known as cat and cow stretch. Continue 2 more rounds on your own and try to move your spine, all the disc of your spine, all your vertebrae, wake them up from the night that has been sitting. Now, after 3 rounds of this nice cat and cow spinal wake up, we'll go a little more intensely for shoulders and the whole body. So tuck your toes. This is our Pavatasana. Spread your fingers wide. Make sure you put your weight evenly on the whole palms.
And knees off the floor, come to your Bhavatasana, your mountain pose. Check your feet. Your feet could be hip distant apart. That's the best for your stretch of your hamstring and your calf. So your toes, your feet are parallel to each other, and you try to reach your heels, soften down to the floor, whether it's touching or not, it's okay. Ensure that you're lengthening the spine. So you're pushing towards your tailbone up and back. Try to stay here and breathe. If you last long here, that means you're catching that balance, even the weight on both arms and feet, improving your flexibility. So your body should look like mountain shape, not flat, right? So push your hip up and back. If you need rest, yes, you can come down and rest on your knees and then go back and try. This will develop the muscles on your shoulders as well. Keep your neck relaxed. And lower down your knees and sit on your heels. Balasana, complete rest. The Bhavatasana is the foundation, one of the resting pose. Unless you have a severe condition of not able to go upside down, surgery of the eyes or glaucoma, then you be careful. Otherwise, Bhavatasana is essential for your daily movement and for your body to be able to bend easily. So we'll do one more round of Bhavatasana. When you're ready, inhale, come back to your Majariyasana, tuck your toes. Again, look at it one more time for your alignment. Exhale, knees off the floor. Feel the whole palm, so all 10 fingers are on the ground. And pushing your hip up and back, so your spine got lengthened. Your ears is right next to your arms. Right? And then soften the heels. If you're very tight, you're allowed to bend the knee. First, focus on your spine. And then slowly extend, no problem. The belly come closer to your thigh and adjusting in a way that you can try to find comfort in this pose, even though it might not feel that way. Keep on breathing, 3 to 5 long, deep breathing. Keep your neck relaxed. Inhale, exhale, sham. And strengthen again, lower down your knees and curl your toes, sit on your heels, forearms, forehead down. Again, go to Balasana, complete taking the weight off of your shoulders and arms and rest. Balasana is a complete rest. So your whole body weight dropped onto the gravity. Anytime you can take a rest in this asana. Now inhale, coming back and tuck your toes, exhale, go to your Bhavatasana one more time to transition to standing. Walk your feet to your hands and let go of your fingers. You don't have to touch the floor if you're tight. If you're flexible, yes, you can touch. Keep your upper body loose. Not to pull from the lower back, right? You're allowed to bend the knees if you need to. And keep whole upper body just hanging, soft, loose, and feel the good stretch on the back of your thigh. Keep your head relaxed. Sometimes we leave a lot of tension on the head and your head will look like this, but let it drop. So if you already have pre-existing spine condition, lower back issue, pay more attention on the alignment of these forward bending. You're bending from the hip joints, your hip flexor joint, not pulling from your back. And shoulder arms are loose and keep breathing. You should feel a very good stretch and relieving on your thigh, hip, spine. And when you're ready, bend your knee. Slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Come to your standing position. Stand up tall. Long inhale. Long exhale. Now this is our anatomical alignment position. So we're just standing, but it's so important. The best position is the when all the organs are functioning at its best. So posture alignments are important. So see how you're standing, or also notice how you normally stand. Are you putting weight only on one side of your feet? Now try to even them. So check your feet are evenly on the ground, whether it's together or hip distance apart. Either way, make all the weight distribute on all square of your foot. Check your knee joint. Are you locking them? So straightening them too tight, double joint, right? So are you locking them, or are you just lengthening healthily, keeping them engaged? Scan through the body, follow the instruction and see. Now check your thigh muscles. Give a nice slight engage so that you can maintain those muscles. Now aware of your pelvic region. This is major, huge region that sometimes we lose our consciousness, then your balance will be lost. So check your pelvis. Are you tilting back this way that you're digging your lower back and making more injury? So this is our pivot bone. So you have to pivot bone up, tailbone down. So the slight tuck of your pelvis, that is essential. So give a nice slight tuck. So stomach goes in, tailbone goes slightly down. So your hip joints now stack straight above your heels, straight above your ankle joint. And that's the way you maintain that lightness and of the weight. So feel that engagement on your stomach and pelvic region. Now feel your chest. Is your chest tight? Is your shoulder is shrinking up, or tighten it up, loosen up, lower it down. So your shoulder should go down away from the ears. Now, if your posture is really open, your shoulders will be also not round. So push your shoulders slightly back and down. So naturally your palms slightly face forward. Right, Tadasana. If you look at each asana, how much alignment you can do is amazing, that we don't pay attention enough to create imbalance. Now check your neck, major neck joints. So if your chin is up high, you would get tension for your neck. If your chin is down, you're putting a lot of weight. So make sure your chin is parallel to the floor and slightly tucked, so that if you look from this version, your chin is not forward. A lot of us preoccupied sometimes. We naturally go this way. So you can push the chin back, your back of your head, your ears joint should stack directly above your shoulder joint, right? Perpendicular to the floor. So go ahead and fix that. Bring awareness to that region. And now feel the crown of your head. If you want, you can physically touch it and lengthen towards it. Lengthen towards the crown of your head. So your joints are lengthening.
giving a lot of space. Now, gentle smile on your face to relax your face muscle, eyebrow, jaw, tongue. Now you're breathing. Take a long, deep breath in. Long, deep breath out. Just by going through these postures, it's called Saratarasan, also known as Tadasana or Samasthitihi. So this posture is called also, another quality is the stillness. The precious human form, right? The spine is vertical and we can find stillness in here. Great. Now today we will focus on balance. So if you requested what is good practice for joints. So all the joints and arthritis issues, you have to do balance. So now from this position, consciously shift your weight onto your right side. Your right leg. And see if you could easily pick up your left leg forward. Now, notice what happened to that right leg. Your joint has to maintain that alignment to have the balance, right? The alignment, all that alignment we just did. And the muscle has to engage, squeeze the joint. That's how we keep all the joints and organs in place. So these are strong. Great, if you get it easily, wonderful, lower it down. Second balance, again, still weight on your right side. You bring your left knee out to the side. So now your left hip is external rotation. All these anatomical movement, if you don't know, no problem. And just aware of that. So external rotation. So add a little more of the different group of muscle. Now see if you can lift easily as high as possible. Give your best. If your knee go above the hip, I won't get met. Yes, and slowly down, wonderful. Now again, still keep your weight on the right side. See if you can lift your heels towards the, I'll show you this way, towards the hip. Again, now you feel the different group of muscles, but finding that complete stability and hold for 3 long breathing. A simple thing that we don't pay attention much, but it's a lot of quality in these asana, in these postures. Lower down. Ready for next challenge? So our hip move lateral way, front back. Also they move adduct. They can adduct. So again, weight still on the right leg for right leg now. Still on the right leg. Cross your left leg over the right. Keep breathing. And notice which muscles now started very tiring. If you're still on your right, obviously your right hip started working. Right hip muscle started tiring, right? That's how also we keep all these muscles strong. And knee should cross over. Yes. And relax. Also maybe the bottom of your foot. That means you need that strength on your sole, your arch. So notice now where your right legs get the muscle engagement the most. And if you feel the most engaged and burn, that means that muscle's the most weak and you have to work on it. It could be bottom of your feet, it could be thigh, it could be hip. Now your left side. Repeat exactly same routine on your left side in a very mindful, calm way.
the same duration as well. So your weight on the left, simply picking up your right leg forward. Keep breathing. Notice if you're holding your breath. Yes, we tend to do that. If we focus something, we hold the breath. Then we stop the oxygen flow, outward. So notice that you're not holding your breathing. Continue to breathe. And slowly lower down. Now turn your right knees out. The hip is rotating sideways. Lift it up. Let's see. As high as possible. And keep on breathing. Find the stability. Find the muscle that burns the most. And give it a little austerity there. That's okay. Wherever you are. Yes. And relax. Back side. Now your heels to your hip. Don't close your eyes. That's the next level. So you're making it more harder. Making it harder. Yes. Keep breathing. See if you can get your heel as close as possible to your hip. Those are engagement of your hamstring muscles. And lower down. Feel your left leg. Those stability is how important. Your left leg now talking to you. Now your crossover, right hip adducting. So your knee should cross to the side. Yes, cross a little more. Nice. Just have a little twist in the pelvis. Correct. Keep breathing. Yes. Hard. Is anyone sweating? I hope so. If you really go be giving the highest and the best, these alone can sweat. Lower down, rest. Long inhale. Long exhale. These are standing balance. On top of this anatomical position, we have all the asana. Patangushtasana, Rikshasana, Natarajasana, Shivjiyasana, all that we practice on top of these direction. But first, this is the foundation. Now also let's go down to sitting, look at our foundation so that all the asana can be improved. So come to the very top of the mat. Pranamasana and inhale, reach your arms up and lengthen. Exhale, bow forward all the way. Inhale, step back or walk back. Comfortably transition, smoothly transition to the Parvatasana. From Parvatasana, lower down your knees, come to your sitting position. So we'll just go straight to sitting since we're covering super balance, emphasize today for joints. So now just come to your seated position. So from sitting, go ahead and bend the knee and how you can hold your thigh. Yes. So from here, sitting balance, it goes to the spinal joint directly, right? Or the whole spine directly. And you have to have a lot of stability in your core, in your pelvis. Otherwise, your spine get tight, very tiring, very quickly. So that's your check up and test for that, these sitting posture. So first, lift up your chest high, breathe deeply. So these are just foundation, and later on you extend these to Narvasana, Naukasana, boat pose, and a lot more asana. So now from he's sitting like this, see if you can float up your toes without rounding or slouching the back. If you already have spine issue, back issue, be more careful with your alignment to keep your spine lengthened, not slouch. Or if you have very tired or weak spine, weak core, you can lower down one leg or modify. You don't have to force too much. Be careful if you already have injury. Otherwise, this is the easiest way of sitting balance. If you're feeling good, you can extend your legs a little higher. If you're feeling good, you can let go of your hands. If you're feeling good, see if you can grab your toes and extend. If you're feeling very good, extend and try to reach your forehead and your heels. But don't feel bad, it's okay. Wherever you are, stay and find out how much your core and spine could be. Yes, you can stay at least in this one. Yes, this is absolutely fine. So everyone, at least you can practice this one, right? Easy? Yeah, great. Nice. Keep on breathing. Focus on engagement of your core muscle. If you're giving your 100%, let's start warming up the whole body. Great. And long enough to get you some sweat and then relax. Stretch out your legs straight, shake them out. Long inhale. Long exhale. Great. Now in balance, we have standing balance, sitting balance, and we also have upside down balance like Shirashasana, Shavangasana. I bet those are, again, whole another level of balance. So if you want to experience that, again, you have to prepare and practice a lot of these awareness of your core, pelvic, thigh, hip joints. So because your hip alignment right above the head or head alignment right above the hip joints as you stand and sit, those are the consciousness we need for all these balance. So now we will not go that upside down. We will move on to our balance of the toes. So come on to your Vajrasana. Sit in Vajrasana straight. If this sitting is challenging for you because of your knee injury or anything, just take it easy. You can just stay in the previous practice. So previous asana, each asana can practice 2 to 3 rounds for most benefits. So don't feel bad if you cannot do one pose. Go back to the previous one. You can practice that one. Now from here, toe balance. Tuck your toes. This is called toes of fire. Let's set some good fire on your toes. So from here, if your knees, ankles, joints are all good, healthy, you want to maintain it. From here, if you're possible, you can start with this way. You don't want to put weight first on there. So you can start with hands on the floor. See if your knees can tuck off. This is the lot of stretch in your arch, ankle, knees, hip. Now, if this is some of you, sometimes it's a lifestyle. Some of you, this is nothing. They work in the field. People who work in the field, this is nothing. You can come up to balance, up to this is an actual toe balance. So your hands on the thigh. Again, your ankle, hip joints straight, your shoulder, neck straight. So the gravity is ease, no pressure on the knees. Wonderful. If this is too much, yes, start with Vajrasana. Take your time. You can anytime you can go back and rest. For those who have little strength, you can stay longer. Yes. Now, next challenge, everyone. If you're ready, with a big smile, you have to try, then it will work. See if you can just leave your right. Can you take off the left?
Yes, you can laugh it out, no problem. Yeah, right. Someone is commenting. That's okay, only optional. That's right. And try the same with the other side. You need some little super smile for this. Yes, possible. Easy. Yeah, easy. Great. And relax. Tap, you can tap out. So tap out is not only in the martial art. Yoga also can tap out. Tap your toes. Relax. Sweating. One more round will be okay. Normally we do 3 to 5 rounds. So we'll just do one more round. Protect your toes. If you're ready, take your own time. Wherever you are, just stay for another 3 to 5 long breathing. Because we have some long time practitioners, so we have to also not get them bored. We have to cater them so they can enhance. You can watch them, they'll entertain you. So for our next challenge, if you really have to have a strong hip joint. So you see, these hip flexors are so important. If you feel these psoas muscle, everyone can feel the psoas muscles. See, these muscles are fight or flight muscle, because if your brain registers some scary thing, this muscle has to connect with the brain first to run or to kick or to fight or to run to flight. So if these muscles not connect with your brain, it's not strong enough, you froze in that situation. And that's a lot of things happen, right? In the fire situation. And so that's the nervous system related. So you can test this muscle, how strong they are. So don't get cramp. For some long time practitioner, again, from here, if you feel good, if you feel bored, again, put your weight on the right side. See if you can do the side. Very challenging. Very fun, yes. Very challenging. Huh? So no, if you don't get it, don't worry. Yes. Yes. You can keep your hands on the floor if you have to, but don't make sure you don't get cramp. Yes. It's connection of these muscles. Yes. And again, tapped out. Keep breathing. That's a lot of tapping. Very nice. Great. Now we will move on to our. You did it. Oh, you haven't done it? Good. Yes. Yes. Other side. Both sides. Make sure you get both sides. Yes. Correct. Nice. So take your time. If you're ready, take a little rest, and we will do the arm balance. So arm balance. Let's come back to Sukhasana. Let's give a rest to foot. If your foot is already very tiring, you can give a little massage with your fingers by squeezing them, separating the toes, so that those nerves get also give some care, some more caring again, self-care. Squeeze them. You can squeeze the toes, squeeze the foot if you're feeling from this balance on both sides. And then we move on to arm balance. Arm balance are also very challenging. So take a little breather with your foot massage. Yes, squeeze them. Separate the feet. These nerves are, see, sometimes if we don't touch, these nerves are not, it doesn't respond. Make sure they are still very active, connected with the brain. Great. Once you complete, take a long deep breath in. Long deep breath out. Now let's look into arm balance. Arm balance are mainly, again, for the lightness of the body. So you have to feel that your body is the instrument for your journey, not a burden, right? Not a something that you have to take care of all the time and not able to do what you have to do. So that's why yoga asana regular practice, that's the requirement, investment, and the care and the love for your own duty to take care of this blessing, the gift of Mother Earth is our body, human body, right? So this arm balances looks very fancy, but the goal is to have that fitness, to have the agility in you. So try it out, see if you this is challenging, because it needs a good amount of awareness in your position and good amount of core strain to engage, and also good amount of wrist strength and the whole weight balance of the weight. So no rush. Now from your Sukhasana, if you can just lift your hip up by pressing your palms right next to your hip, good enough. First step. So just trying this, very nice. So start from there. So the amount of engagement that you need in your stomach, that you have to pull the stomach in, is already benefits and tremendous. And yes, you can use the block. I could also show you the block option. You can use the block if you need more space to see your lift, right? Some flexibility, natural flexibility, you have the Padmasana, you know how to do the Padmasana, then you can do it with your Padmasana, and that is, you will feel that more lightness in your float. Yes, these are the arm balance floating on your palms. So every time you put weight on the palms, fingers spread wide, and the whole palm should touch the floor. So you're not just pressuring the weight, you're actually using those shoulder muscles, the bigger muscles. So you can try with the block if you like. Feel free to try with the block. You can, if you want more space, if your fingers are strong, it's okay to try with fingers, but palm is also recommended. Some people had some wrist injury, they try with the fist. That is also fine. Very nice. Thank you. So if you have the block, you can place the block right next to your hip and float. If you float the entire body, great. If not, it's okay. And rest. You can float for about 3 to 5 long breathing and rest. And there's so many options also, arm floating from your Padmasana, from your next step is from your Paschimottanasana. It is more challenging. And the next step is also from your squatting, all these Pakadyanasana, or simply floating yourself. Even in the usually a lot of these fitness plays are in the park. You float on those bar, and you float on the bar this way or this way. These are natural playfulness that we keep for our fitness, right? But most of the time we don't do it anymore if we're busy. It's okay if you're getting nice giggle, which is very good actually. Yoga bring that playfulness, very nice. Great. So we have standing balance, sitting balance, arm balance, toes balance, and we didn't do upside down balance today. That's next level of covering all the detail. So now we can end here for some relaxation. So a lot of floating. These are all great for joints. Every joint has to be very healthy. And if you have a weak joint, by aiming these asana, and you can slowly strengthen your joints and even get to the next level of strength in your joints. So these also improve, these mostly all these balance and floating are isometric. So isometric mean, when you go to gym, you do eccentric movement. So it's good for the muscle, but if your joint is weak, the joint is a lot of movement. So when you do isometric, which is holding, so it gives the joints a good treatment. So you're holding it, you're floating it, so you're giving that strength, holding the muscle engagement with the duration, strengthening with the duration. So these are excellent practice. So anyone who has osteoporosis issue, the bone density loss issue, or any weak bones, marrow and joints, arthritis, today is for those emphasis. So from level A to Z, whichever you choose, you can start all these poses to start practicing. Great. Now for some relaxation, one pose on your stomach. So come onto your stomach, just feet side to side, relaxing. Long inhale, long exhale. And now from here, for the nice spine treatment, roll your body to your left side. So you're bending your right knees, reach your right arms up and over. Feel the good stress on the spine. Keep reaching as far as you can. Keep breathing. Inhale, coming back. On the other side, roll on your right, bend the left knee. Your arms, your left arm up and over. Keep gazing, reaching as far as possible. Feel the very good stretch on your spine. And slowly come back. Great, you can try one more time. Inhale, lengthen upward and exhale, twist. Get that nice twisting sensation. Keep your neck relaxed. Follow your arms. Yes, yeah, then that side, correct. Then this side. And inhale, come back, switch side. Yes. And the knees, inhale, exhale. You can stabilize your knee and just keep reaching, follow your hands, feel the good spinal twist and come back. Great, now flip over on your back. The same concept, but now you're doing it from lying on your back. So your right knees go to the left, turn to the right. Breathe deeply. Inhale, come back. Left knees go to the right side. Turn to your left. Keep breathing. Slowly come back. Take your own time. Hug your knee to your chest, side to side, massage. And relax in Shavasana. Stretch out your legs straight. Be in that stillness to drop your body for a few minutes.
Eyes closed. Get the same alignment. And this time, relax your whole body, head to toes. Drop it onto the floor. Long inhale. Go back to divine, sublime thoughts, and Radhi can bring mantra in your mind. Exhale, Sham. For the next 2-3 minutes, please stay in Shavasana, lying down, final relaxation. You can meditate on the name, form, quality of divine as well. Take a long deep breath in and long exhale. Bring awareness back to your body and surrounding. Gently move your fingers and toes. We will conclude the class and the practice. Inhale, stretch your arms up and lengthen the entire body. Imagine you're waking up this new, fresh, healthy body. It's healthier today. Breathe in health and wellness. And exhale, relax. Turn over sideways. Take comfortable position and scan through the body again, feeling that peaceful, calm state of your body and mind. Slowly come to your seated position when you're ready. Feeling great about your own commitment today for this wellness, for your own body-mind practice. Feeling grateful for all the participants who joined today to create this group collective awareness of yoga, divine knowledge, and the practice. So you can namaste to your neighbors and give a nice gratitude. And all glory to our Guru, divine, all supreme. Om Bolo Satguru Shri Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Namaste.
Thank you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful week, and hope to see you all every day in everyday practice.